Hi everyone, my name is Spencer and I was assigned Module 14, which is over health communication campaigns. And I will basically be going over some major barriers to the success of health information campaigns. And so I'm going to just start off by listing some barriers or ones that I think are important or take a bigger toll. So the first one is that sometimes the campaign doesn't reach out to or influence the person most affected by the problem. So if there's a campaign for anti-smoking or anti-drug abuse or alcohol abuse, it tends to be, ignored or swept under the rug from people who are actually going through it, who actually could benefit from the campaign. Also, another one is the campaign messages may be lost in like the social media life. So, you know, in our day and age, social media is like everything, from the regular internet, Twitter, Instagram. And so campaigns using all those outlets in a timely fashion can help reach the peers or people who are up to date in social media. Also, the message may not be in sync with how the rest of the audience feels. So, for instance, you wouldn't on a college campus or something like that. Um, you wouldn't have everywhere on campus like don't drink at all, because college kids, us college students, that's like an element we're in. We're in the partying, we're in the drinking. So, maybe don't say not at all, but just say limit the alcohol to reach them. And also, campaigns may also turn their audience members off by seeming too preachy, like telling them you should do this or this is bad for you. Some campaigns should come off more casual. Like you've seen those don't do drug commercials, and it's like always of the kids, and someone is like peer pressuring the kid, and the kid's looking around like, what should I do? And he was like, no, I don't want to. And he walks away and he seems cool, but they're not out loud like saying, don't do drugs, it's uncool. The way they portray the video, the way they portray the characters to say no to drugs makes it seem like, hey, it's okay to say no to drugs. So those are just a couple of ways that campaigns aren't necessarily reaching their people, and ways that they can change that is to for campaigns not to bash their old habit, like bash their ways or bash their problem that they have now, to introduce better alternatives, to show a better side, a brighter side. That way it's more inviting. That way the audience can be like, hey, that doesn't seem so bad. And then casually they can stop quitting, their old ways. And as far as a personal experience, I'm not exactly sure I would say any personal experiences, but I mean, of course, I've walked by, AA, maybe not AA posters, but posters that tell you, don't drink and drive, or, don't binge drink. And, I'll pass by it casually and not think much of it. And I don't binge drink all the time, but I do drink, and it never gives me a red flag. If I just went out the last weekend and got totally wasted, and the next week I see a drinking safety poster, I kind of don't feel a certain way about it. So I guess in a way that could go with how certain health campaigns don't reach the people that are most affected by the problem. But then again, like I said, I don't necessarily think I have a problem, so I'm not sure that was the best personal example to give. But in conclusion, with every campaign, there's going to be faults, there's going to be loopholes. The best way that advertising and campaigns can reach the people is by, integrating their attitude, kind of their beliefs, like see their perspective, where they're coming from, and, don't bash them, don't, preach to them, just kind of invite them, like showing someone your new house, just kind of lead them nicely, lead the way in a nice way. And so, yeah, thank you for watching, and that's it.